Imagine math assignments where students don't just solve problems, but create video explanations that go beyond simply pressing record and filming themselves. I'm talking about creating multimedia presentations. This makes their education interactive and relevant and combines the academics with the skills the students need to thrive in a digital-first world. Here is the best part. It's easy to do. Let me show you how.
This video is on 3-digit addition with regrouping.
After the example video for your students, I'll give step-by-step instructions on how they can create their own video using Canva. Let me know, does this type of assignment interest you for your students? Comment below and share your thoughts. Let's get started.
When you are ready to create your video, your home screen should look something like this, and you want to be sure that you click the videos button. So tap that button, and then on the left side, you should see videos. Left to right, you should see videos, and you want to click create blank. When you get to this screen, pay attention to the left side. On the left side, it says design, elements, text, brand, uploads. Here down the middle is where you'll see different elements that you're going to use. On the right side is where you'll actually watch your video as you build it. And the bottom is the timeline. This is where you're going to add different video elements to build your video. There's a play button here and another play button there. To get started, make sure you click on design, and in the search video templates, you want math class. Here they have several different templates, and you can scroll down to see the one that you like. I prefer to have one that has multiple pages. So if you click one and it only gives you one page, you can always click undo. Anytime you do something and you do not like it, or you would like to undo, you can just click the arrow button and you can undo. So you've never made a mistake. So I hit the undo button, and then I'm going to go back, and I want to click on this template. And it has multiple pages, so I won't necessarily have to duplicate pages. I can do apply all 5 pages. Once you have your pages in this video, we're pretty much going to work with text. So we did design to get that template, and now we're going to work with text. Click the text button. To adjust any text, you simply just want to click on it, and then you can delete or hit backspace on your keyboard or on your laptop or on your tablet. And you can just put your school name here. This lesson name, it would be 3-digit addition. And if you want to add a text box, you probably want to add your name. You can do add a text box, or you can add a heading, and it has different sizes for the heading. So I'll go ahead and click this middle one, and it pops up, and then we'll put a name and a room number. Enter to give me another line. And then I'm going to click off, and then I'm going to click back on where that text box is. And I want to just drag that down. And there you have the beginning of your title slide. We just click to go to the next video clip, and we can delete this by just clicking on it and pressing the delete button or the backspace button. And it had a frame, we can delete that as well. And here, what are the steps to solving in 3-digit addition? So again, draw lesson, just delete, steps to solving. And say I want to add another text box, add a heading, and let's do some bullets. So the first step, start with the ones place. I want to move this up. And we can just actually duplicate. Here, there's a duplicate button, and then just move this down and add our next step. I just highlight it, press delete. If the sum of the ones place is 10 or more, regroup. Now to change the text size, you can highlight it, and there's a button here. The font size, it was 92. Say for instance, we might want it 72. If you want to change the font type, instead of Canva Sans, you click on that, and you could choose any one you like. You can scroll down, pick which one you like, click on it, it changes it. And then again, I want to click off, and I want to click duplicate and drag it down. And the final step is repeat the process for the tens and hundreds place. So those are the 3 steps to solve. I can change this text as well, so all the text is consistent. So now we have a title page, and now we have the steps to solving. One other thing to point out at the bottom, to make this a little bit longer, if you look at the bottom, it says 4.5 seconds or 1.7 seconds. That's the length of the clip. So we'll grab the side, and it allows you to extend it out and makes it a little bit longer. 6.6 seconds, and maybe make this a little bit longer. 5 seconds. So now we have the title page and the steps to solve. To create the video with the text is just more of the same. So on the next clip here, you would just delete the video, and we would start to add our problem. Problem there, we already know how to add a text box. We could do add a heading, and we would just type in what our problem is. We can change the text size, again, by clicking on it and making it smaller. 56. And let's move it to the side to make sure we have some room for our video. Another way to change the size of all the text is to grab the handles. Grab the handles in the corner, and you can slide it in or slide it out. That will change the font size as well. Let's finish our problem. And so we could go to the next clip, just click on it, but I want to show how you can also duplicate. So when you're on your clip, you can click the 3 dots and duplicate. And now we want to keep the problem. And how do we solve it? We want to identify the hundreds, tens, and ones place. So we're going to stay on text, and we'll add a heading. And now we're going to type in our problem. 245, 178. We want to move it down a little bit, and we want to identify the hundreds, tens, and ones place. So we'll do a subheading to make it smaller. And again, we won't adjust the font size. We'll just drag it in, and we'll do our best to try to make it line up, so we know what's the hundreds place, the tens place, and the ones place. So since we already have this here, again, it's going to be easy to duplicate. Duplicate page. And now we just want to solve. How do you do that part? We can just make this a little bit bigger. We don't need this box, so I click on it, press delete. And then we want to actually look for an addition sign. Click on the first one you see and drag it in to make it smaller. The same way we did with colors before, you can click on it. And so when I click on it, it's giving me the box around the whole number. So maybe I have to move it up to click on my addition sign, and we can make it white to keep it consistent. Clicking on color at the top, white, keep it consistent, and now move it back. And then, so we just need a line here. Type in line, and we make it a little bit smaller and move it down. And now we have our problem. Change that color to white as well. And then we can start to solve. Add a subheading. We'll just do the number 3. And we can make that a little bit bigger and drag it down. And I want to add another subheading to regroup. 1. And we will continue to do that. You can just duplicate, and then you want to move to the tens place and regroup, move to the hundreds place, and then certainly you want to go ahead and you could just duplicate and solve the problem. One other thing to show, I'm going to duplicate the page. So Canva also has a drawing tool. They have a pen, they have a marker, they have a highlighter and eraser. And let's just say we want to use a marker. This changes the color. We can make it black. And then down here, it kind of changes the thickness. So if we didn't want to write in all the numbers or use the text, we can just draw. That is an option as well. On the left side, we had design elements. We've been working with text. Now we want to work on elements. So for our problem, a classroom has 245 Legos. They receive 178 more. So we just want to type in Legos. I like to always have videos, so I would click on videos and see all. And you can scroll down to find one that you like. You could get more specific. Classroom Legos. This one looks great. Click on it one time. A little bit too big. The same way that we were able to change the size of the text, we can grab the corners and change the size of the video. One thing that you could do, you can control right click and you can replace the background. We would just have to change the color, but that's an option as well. You can have Legos for the entire background. That's a little advanced. If you made it black, it would show up a little bit better if that's what you chose to do. Highlight it, click on color, and that's an option as well. But you don't necessarily have to go that far. That's just an option. And then we'll go to the answer. We just type in answer. Here, when I delete, it has a frame. So I just want to delete the video and keep the frame. And I'll just look for another set of kids with Legos. This works. It fits in the frame. I can make this frame smaller. Again, I won't replace the background. I'll just make this smaller. And then I would just put my answer on the side. That would just be a text box. That will be the answer. Click off, drag it over. And that will be it. There you have it, the text and the video. And then you could play your whole video of your math problem. Be sure to review it before you send it to your teacher.
I know you are a creative, innovative teacher who wants to revolutionize learning for your students. Book a free 30-minute call with me and let's virtually create a video for your classroom assignment together. Click the link in the description to schedule your call. I look forward to speaking with you.